Hello everyone, welcome back to codingscientist.com. We are on lesson number 2 of World of Sensors. So what are we going to see today guys? In this particular lesson we are going to see working with switch P. So what is switch P? So let me move on and show you how the switch P looks. So this is the switch P, right? I'm also going to show you physically how this switch looks. So I had already hooked up to my sensor port. So this is the way the switch looks, right? So it's a basic SPST, SPDT switch, right? In the previous lesson we saw the momentary switch on and off when you release. This is a basically on and off and of a different kind, which as I mentioned, it's a basically a mini SPDT slide switch. It's actually a fantastic switch for on and off kind of situation, right? You can leave the battery on forever, you can leave the battery off forever, something like that. And it is also reliable switch of great build quality that the Seed Studio has adopted on many of their boards. It works really fantastic. I had used the Grove boards a lot and it's fantastic guys. I'm not trying to promote, but based on my experience, for prototyping and making quick robots or any IoT devices, it's really helpful. So what does P means? P stands for panel mount because you can directly mount it on any of the PCB board directly. You can mount wherever you want on your deck by providing a small hole and kind of thing. So let's quickly hook it up and let's connect it to the D2 port. As you can see, I had connected to the D2 port, right? Go ahead and hook up to D2. It's written as D2. Go ahead and connect this particular sensor, the SPST switch P sensor. You can also call it as a sensor or just a switch. And then obviously you need to go to my GitHub. If you go to my GitHub, here you need to go to lesson number 2. So where is lesson number 2? If you scroll it down, where is lesson number 2? Oh my god, looks like I missed. Okay, it's here. Click on lesson number 2. Now go to raw and then control A, control C, and I'm going to open up my Arduino. This is the previous lesson code. I don't require it. I'm going to delete it and then control V. Alright, once you post this, you can see there are clear explanation to all the lines of code, the number of LED pin, variables being declared to read the push button status, right? And then so go ahead and select your board. You can go to COM port, you can select your board here. I'm selecting UNO, and then go ahead and select your port COM6 and upload. Hit the upload button. You can see it's compiling sketch at the bottom. It takes couple of seconds or minutes depending upon the machine what you're using. Uploading. Done uploading. Now what we need to do, let's open up the terminal, serial monitor terminal. Okay, switch is high. Now I'm going to change the switch position. It's going to say low. There you go. It says switch low. I'm going to change the position, switch high. All right. So let me show you how I am changing the position so that you will understand. So let me show the circuit. If you see here, right, if you change the position of the switch, can you see it here? Switch high and low. All right, like this, switch high and switch low. You just have to slide these. Let me bring it close to the camera. Right, you just have to slide this. It's pretty easy guys, so it's evident with this program, with this code, that your high and low are getting triggered in a right way, right? So that's the goal of this particular program. So if you see it here, I hope you guys can see it. Switch high and switch low. Let me just clear the output, or let me open it again. Can you see switch low? Now let me make it to high. I'm changing the switch high. There you go, switch low, switch high. Perfect. So guys, it was a pretty simple exercise, and I hope you understood the concept of SPST switch, and we are able to interact with our sensor expansion board not only with the momentary switch but also the SPST switch on and off, low and high. It's very important you understand the concepts of low and high, that is zeros and one, using your C++ code in the Arduino IDE. Alright guys, I will see you soon in the next lesson. Goodbye.